Hello, friends.
Oh, hello there. Hello there.
It's nice to be back.
It's beautiful to be back. And let me show you guys.
Yes.
Today, we pressing our buttons. We've got the lovely Venus, who's, I think, Ophelia, which is short for Ophelia. It's nothing to do with Venus. She's pressing our buttons. We're here to it in the podcast, aren't we, Barry?
Very much so. And we're going to kick things off with a nice old crafty hen. It's an age oak vintage. It's got a lovely oaky malty taste from the speckled hen range, and best of all, it's elegant and mystery, and will get you right pissed up.
Smashed. I mean, I like all that oak smoked and all that stuff, but and all the aging process.
Yes,
but what is the percentage on it?
6.5.
That's what I'm more interested in.
Yes.
I'm more interested in that.
Listeners might like to know that in recent podcasts, I was talking about old speckled hen, which is a beer.
You like that?
I like it very much. Sure enough.
They sent you something.
They sent me something. It come through. Could we have your address? You see? So I said, certainly. I was expecting a crate of beer. Yeah. Something comes through the door in a jiffy bag. Like one half size.
like them miniatures you get on a plane.
It was come through. And
like a thimbleful.
I was very disappointed.
Well, that's very kind of them, isn't it?
It's very kind of you. If anyone from Old Speckled Hen is listening, I do love you.
Oh, I love it as well. And if there's anyone from Mercedes-Benz listening,
yes,
I love your beer as well.
Yeah, and if there's anyone from Babe Station listening,
you like that
I
beer.
like all their ladies.
Yeah.
They've got nice personalities.
Oh,
Let me try them.
Oh, beautiful.
God, blimey.
Was that nice?
That's got a kick. That's got a kick to it.
Ooh, I tell you what I done once. This was back when I liked cider. I drank a lot of cider.
Yeah.
I went into this place, to this little newsagents, and it's run by this fella who I knew very well called Ashim. And I go in there, and I'm looking through the fridge at the different ciders, and it was when TNT cider was very popular.
Love
you know,
it.
like
What a
they
drink.
sold it in that stick of dynamite. You know,
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm in there and I'm having a look at that, and I have a look on the side of that, and it says like it's something like 12%. I mean, it's strong stuff.
Strong stuff.
Anyway, I says to Asim, I say, Asim, how much for the stick of dynamite?
Yeah.
And he went, that's £3.50.
Yeah.
I went, how much? Because only a tiny bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said, how much? I says, he says, £3.50. I says, blimey, that's a lot of money. He says, yes, if you want to blow mine first, you must blow pocket.
Yeah.
That's the true story. And I'm good friends with him, and that's how he wouldn't mind me saying that.
Funny you should say that, because near us in Newsbit, there is a shopkeeper there called Raj.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I mean, he knows a lot.
Good mates with him.
Very good mates with him, and he knows a lot about current affairs.
Oh, is it?
And I could often be accused of at a dinner party if there's some talk of politics or something.
You clam up.
I clam up, but I remember half what Raj says.
Right.
And it turns out when I repeat what Raj says, he don't know very much at all
he don't
about
know much, no.
Because I get caught out and I think,
Right. You can't back it up with facts and figures.
Now, if the subject had been, how much to charge for your beans or toilet rolls,
no problem.
Raj
You'd
is your
be
man.
fine.
But I would venture, Raj.
He's talking about the Iranian foreign policy.
And I've listened to him, and he claims to know something about it, but he only knows what's on the front of the Daily Mail and the Mirror.
Exactly. Yeah,
But,
that's the problem. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing,
Very
they say,
much
Barry.
so. Very much so.
Very much so.
Little knowledge is a dangerous thing. I went round to Raj newsagents, asked him about the war. He knew fuck all about it. And he... Well,
what a bore.
He talked about bog roll. And Swiss
Tin about
roll.
the beans.
And tin of beans. But you asked him about Iraq.
He says, yeah, you know what I means. he's vague, isn't he, about all that? He's vague about Iraq and that, you know.
It's very vague.
Very vague.
God, you did very well there with that rhyming, because I can.
Well, I can remember the rhyming words. I just structured a song. I'm not good with.
Yeah, but I mean, one blast of this old crafty head, and I can't remember a flipping thing.
No, I know. That's why you drink it.
Oh yeah, I like to forget. Now, don't worry, because spring is.
Oh yeah,
I know.
I mean, this beast from the east that we're currently experiencing. I mean, it's like freezing my. You know, it's making everything very small down there. But that won't last for long, will it, Barry?
No, it's nearly spring. You can just see the crocuses just putting their little heads up, and I've done the spring clean of my house already.
How have you got on?
The stuff I've unearthed. Christ almighty, I have found old photos of me and my Margaret.
Oh, beautiful.
When we was courting,
down the back of the sofa.
Down the back of the sofa. Yeah. There's all, you know, when she had all that
stuff
done on her face. This was prior to that.
Right.
And I can only look at the photograph in 3 sections. That was what the optician said to me. Don't look at the whole thing. Don't look at the whole thing at once. It will upset
traumatise you.
So I took in her chin last night sitting. There's me and we're on a park bench. It's lovely in about 1962.
Oh, that's nice. What time of year was that taken? Nice.
Well, I didn't unearth the skies.
Oh,
so
it's probably dark.
It's probably dark. I didn't want... Anyway, I caught a glimpse of the side of her ear and a bit of her nose.
Right.
And I nearly had to,
put it down again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But tonight I'm planning to take in her forehead.
Oh, okay.
And just the top of her hairline.
Right, yeah. You're just doing it bit by bit.
Bit by bit.
Yeah, so you don't,
don't get too
overwhelmed.
Too nauseous.
Yeah.
But there's some wonderful things. I found lovely old clothes that she used to wear when we used to go courting and all that.
That miniskirt.
That miniskirt that she used to wear. Yeah. I mean, it was...
Yeah. And then there was that miniskirt you used to wear.
Oh, it was all the rage in the early 70s. But with her
because I was having a spring clean the other day, and I found that miniskirt I used to wear.
Well, everyone did in them days.
Yeah, I had that leather one in the 80s.
God, didn't you just?
Yeah. I thought, I wonder where that had gone.
Yeah.
And I found it down the back of the bog.
Well, the problem with Margaret when she wore the miniskirt, it didn't really
cover
anything.
No.
She caught a death a couple. And what was awful was, we used to go courting over, they call it a kissing gate, you see.
Yeah, I know. You had to stand over it. Because you would stand over it in your miniskirt and your knob would just knock at the top of it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, she'd say, open the gate for me, Barry, and I'd be astride it and I'd knock open the gate with my ball back. Anyway, she tried to climb over it. And her labia and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what happened was, it was terrible because she got caught on it. Now, the
barbed wire.
The farmer come along. Remember, he's very particular about people A, picnicking, and B, getting their labia caught on his gate.
On his gate.
He come up and said, what's going on there? What's going on there? Sort of thing like that. And anyway, she was...
she's embarrassed, presumably.
She was very embarrassed. Yeah. Very embarrassed. Oh. Anyway, the worst thing was the fire brigade come there to prise her off.
Christ almighty.
Yeah, and it was awful.
And they don't come cheap.
They don't. And so they managed to get her off with a wet, a sort of...
Wet flannel.
With a wet flannel. And then... Well, it was awful. So I stopped.
Well, it was the 60s. It was a different time.
And if you can remember the 60s, you'd remember Margaret stuck on that game.
Yeah.
But it was awful, really. And she never wore the thing again. I mean, the poor cow, And it was embarrassing, so she took to wearing hot pants.
Oh, well, that's much
hot
better,
pants
isn't it?
in the early 70s.
Yeah, they were all the
But
rage.
she was a martyr to her labia, that woman.
Because I had a pair of hot pants as well.
You had a pair of labia, didn't you, at one stage?
I did,
and all,
but I had these hot pants, and they was just normal pants that I stuck in the oven.
I remember. Why did you do that? It was very cold.
Well, they said hot pants are all the rage. Well, let me tell you, they are all the rage.
Yeah.
But they don't have, like, if you put stuff in there, like it burns you. If you've had the pants in the oven all night like I had.
Well, I remember your hot pants. Remember that old footage of you at Top of the Pops? Was it 1973 in the hot pants?
I think it was 1973.
What were they like, pants people, the dancers? Because you spent a bit of time with them, didn't you? Hot pants people.
They weren't as good at dancers as they thought they was.
Right.
I spent a lot of time with the Royal Ballet in Russia.
Yeah, I remember.
Right, and the Bolshois and all that lot.
Yeah.
And all the other ones.
Yeah.
And the what's it? Hot Gossip, and the ones from 321.
Brian Rogers Dance Connection.
Brian Rogers Connection.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, people were very far down the list in terms of quality of dance. Quality of dance. I mean, none of them would make it on Strictly now.
But you toured all over.
Yeah, I toured all over. Well, I managed them. For a long time, I managed them. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I made a lot of money off them.
I mean, when the BBC said make it more sexy, wasn't it? You had to do. You would choreograph all sorts of things.
Well, we done, like, you remember the can?
The can,
yeah. I thought, well, that's the sexiest dance going, isn't it? The can.
The can.
So I had them, kicking their legs in the air and all that, and then, like, rolling in jelly and stuff.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but it was the 70s. You could do
70s.
that then.
It was the 70s.
And there was a lot of money to be made from that stuff then.
Yeah. Well, I used to love going on Top of Pops. Remember you used to get me in the back room there and you'd allow me to sit in the green room.
Yeah.
Rubbing shoulders with Peter Powell, if you don't mind.
That's it. But I remember the days, though,
that was the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was the 80s for you.
All the greats were there.
All the greats was there.
I think most of that lot are in prison now.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Sadly.
But, they will do these things.
They will do these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, but, I mean, it was lovely. It
was nice.
It was a nice time.
No, happy memories. Yeah.
By the way, have you been spring cleaning?
Yeah, I've been spring
cleaning. What did you find? Anything much? Or?
Yeah, I did. Elton John?
Yes.
He spent that long hot summer in my house.
I remember. What did you find of his?
Well, that thing that he used to dangle between his legs with all pipes coming off it.
So he can have his babies?
Yeah. I found that in there.
Good God.
Yeah, I found it in my spare room.
Oh, was it all plugged in and all? It was unplugged.
No, it was unplugged. Yeah. And in fact, I remember he rang me up in the 90s and said, Angelos, I've lost my gooch box.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I don't know. It's nothing to do with me, Elton. He said, look, I was staying at your house and I can't find my gooch box.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I don't,
Yeah, don't know.
And I said, look, stop ringing his house, It's like, that's enough of this now. Because he was practically stalking me about it, Yeah. And lo and behold, it's in my spare room in my cupboard, and I thought, well, maybe I should ring him and apologise and say I do have it here.
Yeah. Well, does he want any more kids?
No, I don't think so. He's happy with what he's got. So.
Yeah. Well, where you want to send that? The British Museum.
Yeah, I know.
Because they take any cultural artefacts.
Funny you should say that, actually, because in the British Museum, they've got they've got all them lyrics that originally written by
John
the
Lennon,
Beatles and all that, and John Lennon, and they've got
Magna Carta,
Magna Carta in there. But they've also got Elton John's original knob in there.
Right.
Before he had that new one
stuck on.
Yeah. They got the old one. Yes. He donated it to the British Library.
Well, that's nice,
yeah.
isn't it?
And it's in a little glass cabinet. I mean, it's tiny. You can see why he's had another one stuck on.
Yeah,
because this thing is like, it's a little shriveled up thing.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit like
a tiny dancer.
Yeah, it looks a bit like that. It also looks a little bit like I don't know how I could describe it. You know, like when you go into Sainsbury's and you see a pack of Raj Jewel dates.
Oh, it's got
all like that. It's about that big and it looks like that colour, and you think,
crocodile
I can't imagine that was ever usable, you know?
Well, I mean, it obviously worked for him. But
did it though?
Well, I went into British Museum and I went into that special section.
Yeah, that
the
section.
Magna Carta
And the lyrics.
Some wonderful stuff by Graham Greene.
There's a lot of great British traditional things
stuff in there. And there's the actual pants that, you know, the last general election, when things got very, very close between the Labour Party and Conservatives. Theresa May has very kindly donated a pair of pants. Now, you only have to examine them to see just how close that result was.
Yeah.
It was by the seat of her pants. Don't look at the seat of her pants.
Well, it's nice that she stuck that in the museum.
And stuck they are, yes, really? Very much so. My God. I mean, so you go there and go, oh, look, you know, there's a Thomas Tallis original manuscript, and you move that as the Graham Greene.
Yeah.
Thomas Hardy, some of the wonderful
things.
Wonderful manuscripts.
Some ancient, real.
And then next to that, it's a pair of Theresa May's.
My God.
Yeah, she's bequeathed it to the nation.
Well, I mean, it's all only fair that we all get a look at it, isn't it? To see what's in there.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
No, there's some wonderful things in there.
What did you? I remember when you went in there when you found in that section.
Yeah, I found. You know, you remember the British film industry was at its peak in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
And you know. Robin Asquith.
Oh, yeah, and he'd done Confessions of a Window Cleaner.
Yeah, Confessions of a Window Cleaner. Yeah. Well, he's actually donated one of his fingers to the...
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, because it's like, you know, the one... Because when he was doing one of the Confessions films, he got his finger trapped in the window.
Of the
woman he's trying to get in there.
Yeah.
And it's come off, it's sliced off, and he's gone... No? And he's gone, no, fair enough, because this belongs in one place and one place only.
Yeah.
And that is in a little glass box next to Elton John's...
Yeah.
Original knob,
and
it's in there.
Well,
and it's just sticking up at you like that.
You know? The middle finger.
Yeah. And this is Robin Asquith's finger, giving you the finger. Yeah.
Well,
so that's in there.
You know, Richard Widmark, the actor.
Yes, I do.
It's wonderful.
Richard Widmark.
And
Who's that? Jason King.
No, that's Richard Skidmark you're thinking
of.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the British Museum.
Yeah, beautiful stuff in there.
Now, look, one thing I want to talk to you about very quickly.
Go on.
Did you go to the football?
On the
weekend?
I went to the football,
Great fun. Where'd you go? Was it Chelsea?
I went up to Chelsea, I bunked in again. I'll try to get one of my chants going.
Did you?
Yeah, because I do that's the only reason I really go to football.
Yeah.
Is she's got to try and get one of my chants going.
Like you're the top boy there, you do?
Yeah. I'll stand there and I'll sort of stand and start clapping my hands. And I go, go. And I'm like, I start doing my chant. I'm going, I'm having beans for dinner. I'm having beans for dinner.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it didn't catch on. No, it didn't catch on.
Oh, I done one the other week. You know, I go to Watford, go in the Vicarage Road and, oh, my Margaret, she went to John Lewis this morning. She tried to buy some new tights. They were out of stock. They were out of stock.
Let's get on with that one.
And finish it. Oh. She's going back on Tuesday, and hopefully they will stock her 12 denier tights. 12 denier tights. Yeah. And they don't join in.
They didn't catch on.
No.
I tried another one.
What was that one?
I'm going up the newsagents. I'm going to get a paper and a tin of soup and a pack of round trees, wine gums. And I'm going to get a pencil and I'm going to get a scratch card.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get another scratch card. And I'm going to scratch it in front of the shopkeeper and see what I've won. And see what I've won. And see what I've won. Now, to be fair, they did join in with the end
See
bit.
what I won.
See what I won. But, I mean, it was a devil to try and get them to join in with the rest.
I made mine too complicated because I'd done a similar one. I went to my local news agent. Raj's name is. He don't know nothing about current affairs.
Yeah.
I tried to ask him about fiscal policy. Now we're exiting the Brexit. Exiting the Brexit. No, I got that wrong. Brexit the exit. Brexit.
David Davis.
I would like to move to some kind of tariff that is, would help the Brexit situation. The single market agreement, single trade agreement, and it didn't really
catch on.
No, I blame Raj again. He got me to do that.
Exactly. Complicated things. Yeah, no, I tried one as well the other day.
Yeah.
And I said, I sort of started out with, all about, we're experiencing the beast from the east.
Yeah.
It's coming in cold from Siberia. It's freezing on knobs and balls off. And we're all stood on the terrace. And we're all watching the football. And we're all watching the football. And we are all freezing. We are... I tried for hours to get that one going. They weren't having it. I was watching that Dragon's Den again.
Oh, isn't it good?
Yeah, I love that Dragon's Den. Love that Dragon's Den, I was nearly a dragon.
Oh, I remember. Tell them about that.
Yeah.
You was or you.
Well, I went through the process.
I
went through the process of becoming a dragon on Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
And it was quite a tricky thing to navigate,
Well, yeah.
And I thought, what they're going to need here is just confidence, like front foot stuff.
Yes.
So they was just at the interview, and I was very bullish.
Yes.
I was very bullish. They said, so, Mr. Epifemi, do you think you'd be good on this show? Yeah. I said, yes, I do, actually. I think I'd be very good. I have a very keen eye for investments.
Yes.
I've got a very large portfolio, of stuff. And they went, oh, right, have you? I went, oh, yeah, it's massive, my portfolio.
Yeah.
It's huge, my portfolio.
Yeah.
And they said, how much is it worth? And I panicked. A little bit. Yeah. And I said, it's worth 200 billion quid, my portfolio.
Christ, yeah.
And I've really
priced
myself out of the market a little bit. But I just sort of think, well, if I'm just confident, I'll just get through it. They won't, they'll just brush over
they go,
it. They went, 200 billion, is it? I said, yeah, it's 200 billion quid like that. I'm up there with Sugar and Gates and all that.
And all the rest,
And they said, oh, well, that is you sound like just the sort of person we're looking for to come on this show.
Yes,
I said, oh, yeah, no, I've invested in all sorts of things like, the public bogs up there.
Yes,
I put money into that. I put money into that every time I want to go and have a piece.
Yeah, 30p.
I'll put money into everything. They said, oh, good. I said the fruit machines. I put money into that. And I put money into the cigarette machines at the pub, and I put money into the coke machine at the hospital.
What stopped them taking you?
Well, I was about to sign the forms, and they said, oh, hold on, I suppose we should just look into your portfolio just to make sure that everything's above board. I said, yeah, of course, look at my portfolio. And they looked into my portfolio, and it was only then that they've realised that I wasn't worth 200 billion quid, and I was actually, in actual fact, I was signing on.
Yeah.
And they said, nice try, Mr. Epifemi, but we just found out you're signing on and you've never invested in any companies, And that was a shame, because and they went for the other Greek fella. They went for Theo Paphitis instead.
I went on there, and I've got to say, I similarly made a fool of myself.
Yeah, well, it's usually done.
It's easy done. I come up with an idea. It's like a plastic,
Right.
And it's.
Oh, you went on as a punter.
I went on
trying to get investment.
as a punter, and I went. I said, "Hello, everyone.
Hello,
I've got
hello, dragons.
Hello, dragons.
Hello, dragons.
And I didn't really have much of a display. I just had Margaret's old tray of Fergie and Andy's wedding.
Oh, okay.
And on it, I took a chance, some sellotape, and they said, "What's the product?"
You painted a pair of glasses on. Fergie and
a
beard.
Fergie and a beard. And I hope that would distract them.
Yeah.
But it's basically, I had some sellotape.
Sellotape on the tray.
And I called it Pello tape, and I had a picture of Marty Pello next to it, right? And I said, Pello tape. Remember Marty Pello off Wet Wet? And they were going, yes. Deborah Meaden's looking at me like,
she knows
daggers.
Who Marty Pello is.
She's looking daggers.
Oh, right, okay.
And
she thinks you're taking the piss out of her.
So I said, what this will do, this Pello tape, it will, you can stick things together if you're doing a little bit of home, if you want a present even.
Exactly. And if you're a massive wet fan, then this is a boon.
This is a boon.
And there's loads of them, because that song was at number one for years.
For years. So Meaden, she comes in with, well, have you got a patent on this? I went, yeah. She said, well, this looks just like sellotape. And I panicked. And I got the tray and cracked her right in the fucking face. Because I should have just... okay,
I haven't got a patent on it yet.
I panicked. I smacked her in the face with this Fergie tray.
What did...
Well, Peter Jones. Peter Jones jumps up to protect her. And immediately I've elbowed that prick in the face. Yeah. He's gone down. There's absolute mass panic. Yeah. That boss-eyed fella from downstairs.
Evan.
Which way to go?
Well, he didn't know where to look. He didn't
know where to look.
He had one eye on... comes at you, you kick him in the nuts.
I kicked him in the nuts. And then that other one...
You jump back in that lift shaft.
Well, I didn't know the lift shaft doesn't work.
Oh, right.
I assumed it was real.
No.
I stood in there. The doors didn't shut anything. The security
it's TV. It's TV.
It's TV. Now, that's the mistake I made. So if you go on Dragon Den... Right. And you've got a half... I just wanted to get on half-baked idea. I'm going on there...
It's not a crime?
No, it's not a crime. I'm going on there with a gangster's pasty next week.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they might notice a gangsters, and I've just written an A on the...
Are you going to, disguise yourself?
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, because you don't want to go on there...
Put on my miniskirt.
My name is Gary from...
Gary from Wolford.
From Wolford, yeah.
And they'll go, didn't you come before with the Pello tape? No, I've got a gangster's pie. Now,
and what does that do, the gangster's pie? You just eat it?
It's a pie made of pastry, and it's pretty much the same as a gangster's.
There's a big market for that stuff, though.
Oh, yeah.
Have you got distribution, do you?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where's your warehouse?
It's done your figures.
Where's your warehouse?
It was in the freezer in my house. I say warehouse.
Are you just buying these, pasties from the garage?
Yeah, from Raj at the newsbit.
Right, and then you just put in an A where the I
I've got a special... Sharpie
and then selling them on for £2.
Yeah, and I call them gas.
Business idea, actually.
I've done my figures.
No, well, I was going to drill down actually with the figures.
Yeah.
What are they looking like?
Yeah, it's about 175 for a pie. So
right. So what are you looking to turn over in the first year?
I'd probably turn them over in the oven because to do both sides.
Yeah. But financially, what are you looking to make? 1.75 million,
probably.
And then in the second year, about 15 million. 50 million
times that.
50 million quid.
Probably.
Yeah, no, I'd have thought so,
I'd have thought so, yeah.
Because that's where a lot of people come unstuck on that show,
yes.
It's the figures. And when people start drilling down.
You've got to do your figures.
Know your figures, innit?
Got to do your... You've got to do your figures.
Otherwise, you just look like a knob on there, man. You just look like a knob, don't you, on there? If you haven't done your figures... If you ain't
done your figures...
they expose you. I would expose myself, in fact.
Well, you did, didn't you?
I did do that when I went on there.
Oh, it was all so awful.
Yeah.
You went on. Do you remember you went on and you were displaying that painting?
Yeah, I had a painting.
You'd done yourself. And just next to it, the camera up really close, and just next to the side of the gilt edge.
But it was a painting of... I wanted them to see... that it was an actual replica of what it was. And I said, this is a painting of my knob.
Yes.
And they said, is it? I went, yeah. So I just took that out, and it was there.
Right.
So I wanted them to see that it was exactly like it was
Well,
a
it
really
was,
good piece of erotic art.
Yeah.
And they were shocked by that. They were shocked by my trousers being down.
Yeah,
you know, and my pants being down.
It's good to have some sort of display, isn't it, to get the dragons.
Well, they kicked me out of there. They kicked me into the lift shaft.
Yeah.
Peter Jones kicked me, and I'd have taken him down, but because my pants are around my ankle. When he pushed me backwards, I fell over.
It was a terrible scene.
I couldn't get up quick enough to get him back because he pushed me over my pants down.
Yeah, I mean, in future, I wouldn't go into the dragon den with your trousers.
Yeah, but I'm an artist.
You didn't know you were going to have to run away with your pants.
I'm an artist, mate.
I know you're artistic. I know
and they do get their bits out quite a lot.
Yeah,
artists.
okay. Well, it's like, do you remember when I went on Mastermind with John Humphreys?
I remember that.
And I
was your specialist subject?
Well, it was volcanoes of the South Asian Peninsula.
Yeah.
Now,
you know nothing about it.
I had done nothing, but I tried to distract.
Well, sitting there with your pants down.
And so,
check out this volcano.
Yeah, I was going to check out this one. So he went, Barry St Michael from Watford, and your specialised subject is volcanic eruptions of the Southeastern Asian Pacific Basin. And your time starts now. Well, of course, as he went now, I pulled
your
my
hands
hands out to reveal my penis. Yeah. Right now, John Humphreys. He's
seen it all.
He's
not easily shocked.
No, he's not easily shocked. And he kept going with the questions.
Very clever.
And I thought, oh, Christ, I don't know.
This isn't having the impact.
No, it isn't. So I went pass, and I was trying to,
show him, look.
About.
And he still doing nothing.
He did nothing. He read all the questions, and they said, and thank you, may return to your seat. Well, just like you, I pants and trousers.
Fell over.
And when he came on for the general knowledge, I thought, well, I'm going to have to try something new. So I...
You have your pants still down?
I had my pants still down. And I'd basically taken my top off as well.
Right.
And I was wearing one of Margaret's peephole bras. Now, the thing is, I don't know. My general knowledge is very, very
It's worse than your knowledge about volcanoes.
Yeah, terrible. And halfway through, I thought... bollocks to this. So I tried to distract him. Yeah. So I turned round on the chair.
You mooned him.
And I tried answering all the questions by opening my cheeks to answer the question.
Yeah.
And he was going,
And he's not easily shocked.
Oh, he's not. He's seen it all. He's a war correspondent.
Yeah, he's seen it all.
He's seen it all. Shocked. So he just had his head down.
You underestimated him.
Yeah, he didn't realise that I had my head down. They have a cushion on there.
Yeah.
That was down. My bum was up.
In the air.
And I had my hands holding my cheeks, and I'd go, pass, and
move my
bottom, my bottom, And they never broadcast it or nothing,
Did they not?
No.
You should try and get hold of the tape for your showreel.
Well, they're all on there when I was on Bullseye. Remember when I shit all over Tony Green?
I remember. Yeah,
that's on there because I don't know anything about
you can't throw a dart.
I can't throw a dart.
No, exactly, yeah.
Do you remember when I was on Country File?
Yeah.
And
you know nothing about animals in countries.
Nothing in countries like that, and I pissed all over that badger enclosure.
Yeah, I remember.
I hope to distract everyone.
I remember when you went on MasterChef and you pissed out of your face.
Oh, do you remember?
You know nothing about cooking.
I know nothing
and you just brought a bag of chips with you.
Yeah.
And put that down in front of Wallace.
And he's going, what's this?
It's my chips.
My chips. Because I know nothing
about... You don't know about nothing. I don't know nothing about cooking.
Nothing about cooking.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And,
but it's good to try and get their attention, though. Because they won't have seen that.
In this game,
it's all about
you've got
to grab their attention any way you can.
And do you remember, because when they sacked Bill Oddie from
the Goodies,
the country thing,
the country
file. Do you remember that you painted his face on the end of my penis?
Yeah.
And then halfway
you said,
through,
I'll come on.
I'll come on. And the kind of struck and went, oh. And I went, it's Bill Oddie.
Yeah.
And it was...
because she didn't know he'd been sacked.
No!
And you said, I've got an idea.
I've got an idea. It's Bill Oddie and his sack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
pathetic.
Yeah, but it's good to try and grab their attention.
Well, it is.
You know, any way you can. You know, that's how you get ahead in this game, isn't it?
Of course it is. Of course it is. Now, look, how long have we done? Because
about half hour.
About half hour.
Looking at the silver, the copper clock above
copper
your
clock
head.
there. I just want to say one thing. Be very careful about the pipes in this cold weather.
Yeah,
you
frozen.
Had the plumber round, didn't you, to your
well,
place?
My pipes froze, didn't they? I had my pipes all froze up, and I had to get the plumber round, and he says to me, yeah, them pipes is all froze up, like.
He said, don't get too technical.
Yeah. I said, just tell me the bare bones of it. He says, them pipes is all froze up.
Yeah.
I says, oh, okay. What do I need? He says, you're going to need all the pipes is going to have to be ripped out, and you're going to have to start again. I said, oh, okay. Yeah. He says, and you're going to need a couple of washers as well.
Right.
I said, well, that's not too bad, is it? He went, no, but these ones are like £700 each, these washers, because you have to fly them in from California.
Fair enough.
I said, are you sure? Yeah. He went, yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so. So he ripped all my pipes out, and he put in new plastic pipes with £700 washers from California.
Right.
The whole thing has cost me an arm and a leg. I don't mind telling you that.
Well, you've got to have
but
the
it's
job
just
done.
what happens. But you've experienced. You took your car and did.
Well, I don't know nothing about
you
cars.
You don't know nothing about cars.
I had a very.
I don't know nothing.
You know the glove compartment, very very squeaky.
Oh yeah.
I took it into Harrowweald near me, and the bloke's gone. The engine will have to come out, and I've gone. Well, I don't know nothing about cars. Oh well, that he said. Well,
that's what if you want to stop that squeak.
I'm going to have to get the engine recondition that.
And how much did that?
2,700.
He put a new engine in.
He put a new engine in, and hopefully the squeak on the glove compartment will go eventually.
Well, when the engine's running.
Yeah, and the new wheels that I've once.
He's had them done. Well, I can show you how the wheels should make a difference to the squeaking glove box.
Well, this is any craftsman, like anyone with any technical know-how. I don't know nothing.
This is it, isn't it?
Nothing about that.
This is it. I mean, my fridge door was wasn't opening.
It
wasn't shutting properly.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I thought, what is wrong with that?
So you got one in from Bush.
Eh?
You got someone in from Bush.
I got someone in from Bush, and they had a look at it, and they went, wallet, right? What you need, unfortunately, is a new hinge on here, and you need the older this box here all needs replacing.
Right.
I said, all right, have you got any in stock? He went, we do have some in stock, but the only ones we have in stock are made of solid gold, and they're from South Africa.
Well, it needs
I said, well, that's the only ones you've got. And he said, yeah, it's the only ones. I said, so, okay. And when can you do that for me? Well, I can do it. I can start tomorrow, but it probably won't finish until about 3 weeks' time doing that.
Yeah,
that's 24 hours a day work.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite a job, isn't it?
Well, do you want it done or not?
I do want it done. I need it done. I need my milk chilled, you know.
Yeah, of course.
So, he's at home doing that at the moment, yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Because I know you had problems with your radiators, yeah.
Yes, I had a little bit of an airlock, and I didn't have one of those keys.
The bleeding thing.
To bleed the key.
Bleed the radiator, yeah.
Anyway, I had a fella come round, and he said,
From Bush,
and he said, all that's got to come out.
Well, all the radiators.
All the walls in the house.
All the walls you can't come down.
That's all
You've
come
got
down.
to knock the house down.
I mean, it's not... I'm in temporary accommodation, and I've got to pay.
But you don't know. I mean,
I don't know, do I?
Yeah. I don't know the first thing about radiators.
Yeah, and he's had to take my wife away to live with as well. And the car.
Well, needs must, you know.
Needs must. And I said, well,
you don't know, do you?
You know, I've got that caravan out Minehead way. And I said,
well,
I'll stop there. I'll have to have that, really.
I'm going to need that and all.
I don't know. I'm not technical-minded. I'm not technical-minded.
I'm not technically minded.
Not minded. And he's had all my pension he takes. And all. Well, he needs it. He needs it. So
he needs it to go and live in Spain.
Yeah, and he's got to live in Spain. But the moment he returns,
he'll put your walls back up.
He'll bleed that radiator. I don't know about no more. Yeah. So, get some technical know-how.
Yeah, that would be my advice.
My advice.
Anyway, it's been lovely.
It's been lovely. I might get rid of the bit about the Queen Mother's tits.
Yeah, because
if you're listening
like
to
her, don't
very
you?
much so.
Yeah.
Well, like my mate was shagging him for a while, so I feel a certain sense of loyalty to. But if you listen back and there's nothing about the Queen Mother's tits,
then
the job's done.
We got rid of
We've
it.
got rid of it.
Yeah.
But
you're wondering what this is, what we're talking about. Christ, you should have heard it.
You should have heard it. It was horrible. It was.
God, it was really
you should be
vile.
executed
It
for
was
saying.
very unpleasant indeed.
Yeah, it
actually.
was, and
it was poorly judged.
Yes, and I would like to apologise for some of the nasty things I've said
over the years.
But particularly today, Theresa May shitting her pants wasn't very nice. That was
horrible.
Disgusting.
Horrible.
I believe I talked about Margaret's bits. That was nasty.
Yeah.
No, that was nasty.
No, that was done with taste and that was done with taste and love.
No, Margaret's labia on my lips is not something that I want to encourage. So I would like to apologise for that. What else was some disgusting thing? The songs were fucking terrible.
Filth, weren't they?
The songs were awful. Oh dear. Well, look. Hopefully, some of that would have disappeared by the time.
I did do an impression of my Asian newsagent. That isn't a legitimate impression.
That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like.
And I would like to apologise to my fella because he's a real person. And if he hears this,
he does talk a load of bollocks about the war.
Well, yes, but. He's a lovely fella.
Oh, yeah.
And
here's to you, Raj.
Here's to you, Raj. And could you get some more of that leaf tea in, please, that I've been asking for
loose leaf tea.
Do you know I like that?
I do know.
Well, we've had a lovely time. If there's anyone in from Old Crafty Hen, from the Moorland Beer Company, I'd like some.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some as well, actually.
And until next... bye-bye.